Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here with Miss Amy Lee Miller for our topic session, and we are going to talk about, with our topic session, fear versus intuition. Really been looking forward to this, and it's going to be some hot nuggets dropped, so I just want to warn you. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you. It's going to be good, so get ready. But Amy, if you don't mind sharing with the audience a little bit about who you are and what it is you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I like how you set it up. It's going to be good. Really, really good stuff. So I'm a career coach and author. I write self-help, development, motivational type books, and I offer one-on-one coaching currently in the career space. So that's what I do.
Awesome. Well, let's dive into it. What do you have on fear versus intuition? What you thinking?
Absolutely. Yes. Great question. Well, as a writer, I love words. I've always loved words. So sometimes I think it's fun, even when I know what they mean, to look up the meaning. And it's interesting because I always learn something. So by definition, fear is a belief. Fear is an unpleasant emotion based on the belief that something might cause pain. So right there, that tells us that fear is not real. So fear is an unpleasant emotion based on a belief. And a great way to overcome fear is to realize that you have the power to shift it just by a shift in perspective. And then intuition, on the other hand, is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. So I like to put it, fear is an emotion, and intuition just is. So yeah, when we lead with our intuition, life gets much easier.
So true. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think of it as like leading your life like a maze, because sometimes we all feel it. We all have fear. We all have intuition, when we get that pit in our stomach. So I'll ask my clients, to help them distinguish fear from intuition. Is your stomach sinking or is your heart soaring? When we follow how we're feeling, then we can easily go in the right direction and then avoid, I don't really like to call it mistakes. I like to call it delays, because we can learn from our mistakes and maybe not really regret them. But, when we base our decisions on fear, we can certainly have delays on our path getting where we're going.
Yeah. I love that. Did you have any other points? Because I'm ready to kind of piggyback. I love it.
Go ahead. Yeah. Love to hear your thoughts. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, man, I love the the whole fear is not real. I love having the shift in perspective, because I'll share this with you. Before I got these old things, I saw things a certain way, right? And then when I put these things on, well, oh man, I can read the fine print, right?
That's
like
awesome. I love that.
Trees really do have leaves. And so
Yeah.
and so it's all about the perspective. How you view what you do will always affect how you do what you do. And so it's important to have the proper perspective, because I believe that perspective drives performance as well. And so when you're looking at fear versus intuition, I think fear first, false evidence appearing real, and really,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
it's really just false evidence. I mean, it's just it's an illusion. It's something that hadn't happened, right? And so
Right.
I think that you have to have faith that great things will happen for you, will and
Mm-hmm.
can happen for you. And I think when you have
Yeah.
that faith, it allows you to attack the reps. Being exercise, working out, reps make you better.
Mm-hmm.
And the more reps you get, the more better you get, right? The more
Absolutely.
stronger
Yep.
you get, all of that.
Yeah.
You build your intuition, you build your confidence, you build the faith that you can, right? And so, and not an arrogance. I'm not, because I'm not that, but a confidence because you put the work in, right? You put the work in to be there. And so I think what that allows you to do is be confident in your walk with your intuition,
Mm-hmm.
because you've started from a place of, hey, I'm gonna try it. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it, and we'll just see
Yep.
what the outcome is gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I call that choosing the success mindset, because
Mm,
um, there's no way that we can know our path. We can't know, who we're going
yeah,
to meet when we walk out the door, who's going to show up along our path to help us. Sometimes we get started in one direction and then we get curious about something else, or that leads us to something else. And then we find a whole other interest or business that we want to pursue. So we're always going to keep going, and we're never going to know how we're going to get there. But we can just know that we will get there, so we can choose success.
we'll get there. I love
Yeah.
that. That's so
Yeah.
that's so good. I think also, when you said eventually you will get there. I love how you also said about delays, not mistakes, because it's
Mhm.
so true. I think we're destined for certain paths, but we can maximize and move efficiently and effectively by not having fear but having faith, and trusting the intuition and doing those kind of things.
Yeah. I heard recently, and I thought this was interesting, but it makes a lot of sense. And I forget exactly how they put it, but basically, there are only two real fears or legitimate fears, and the rest are made up by man or something like that. Or basically, there are
Wow.
only two fears that serve a purpose, which makes sense. And they are fear of loud noises and fear of falling. And that makes
Wow.
sense because, we survived cavemen, cave women era. The fear of loud noises, an animal that might attack them, save their life, or the fear of, being careful not to fall off a cliff or something like that, save their life. But everything else is not really serving a purpose. And a simple tool I find that we can use to help us distinguish fear from intuition is identify the order. Which came first? Because your intuition comes first. Because again,
That's
intuition by
good.
definition is the ability to understand without the need for conscious reasoning. And fear is a thought. So whatever that first emotion that you get, let's say you want to pursue a new career direction, or you want to go up for a promotion. Of course, there's fear. What if it doesn't work out? But what is the first emotion? Is it excitement, and then the fear
Mm,
creeps in? Well, then you want to go with the first. You want to go in the direction of the first emotion. I mean, fear does serve a purpose if it can keep us safe and it can keep us alive. But most of the time, we're not in danger. But if we're basing our decisions on fear, we're going to have those delays, and we're going to have unnecessary conflict and pain.
Ooh, I warned them. I told them before we
I'm a
started.
very deep, passionate person. I get excited.
Yeah, man. I warned them. I do that too. Like sometimes when I speak, I have to tell them, "Hey, I want to warn you. Sometimes I get a little passionate, so
Yes.
just hang
Yeah.
on with me." That's so good. Well, man, lots of good nuggets we dropped. I think that there's some good stuff that people can be helped with when they're facing fear, right? And then just leaning into that intuition. And so, as we close, I'd love for you to share with the audience where they can go, follow you and check you out and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
Thank you so much, Chip. I really appreciate that. Absolutely. So I am on Instagram under Amy Lee Miller Coaching. I'm also on Facebook at Amy Lee Miller Coaching. I have a YouTube channel, and that is Being Amy Lee Miller. Both of my books are on Amazon. Ready, Set, Recruit, The Hiring Manager's Guide to Recruiting with Confidence. And then the second book is called Where's My Mustard? How to Let Go, Attract, and Achieve. And I'm on LinkedIn. So, yeah.
Well, there it is. Go check her out. Go show her some love. But Amy, just want to say thanks so much for taking the time of doing the topic session truly appreciate it and had a good time.
Absolutely. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Chip.
All right. Well, thank you guys for checking out this episode, this topic session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.